Prepare to meet the two ruling forces of the African plains. From the burning light of the southwestern savannah, rising from the swirling dust, the challenger, the black general, the African buffalo, a living fortress of muscle and steel crowned with blades of horn and driven by relentless instinct. He doesn't run, he confronts. And on the opposite side of this battlefield, the natural king, Golden Flame, the male lion of the grasslands. No need for words. One glare, and the savannah holds its breath. Today you will witness a battle written in the bones of nature. No filters, no illusions, only raw, unforgiving truth. Buffaloes do not hunt, but they do not retreat. They don't provoke war, but threaten them, and they become a living storm. Their bodies are carved from brute power, draped in hide thick as armor. Every step they take echoes a silent warning, come no closer. They move in her herds, tight, deliberate, and always watch. At the front, veterans hardened by years of survival. At the rear, the next generation protected, guided, and taught to stand their ground before they can even walk straight. But beneath the muscle lies something more terrifying: instinctive intelligence. They sense danger in the air, in the earth, and silence. They speak no language. They don't need to. One look, one twitch, and the herd shifts. When the predator's footfall trembles the soil, they do not flee. They halt. They close ranks. They stare into the unknown with burning resolve. This is not panic. This is trust in each other. The lion, he lurks. No growls, no haste. He studies, waits, strikes when the armor cracks. But buffaloes don't crack easily. These two do not seek each other, but fate collides them again and again. One defends, one hunts. Their war is endless, because survival demands it. When the lion charges, the buffalo does not scatter. They form a line, a wall of bodies and horn. The largest bulls surge forward, slamming themselves between predator and herd. One mature bull weighing nearly a ton lunges sideways. Horn meets rib. Dust explodes. The lion is thrown like a rag doll. That strike is not just defense. It is a message. This is no easy kill. But lions do not yield easily. They circle, divide, attack from angles. Their coordination is eerie: a glance, a growl, a shift, and the formation shifts like a ghost. Every clash is a contest of force versus finesse. One moves like wind, the other like a hammer. In the grass, hooves thunder, roars collide, horns rip the air. There is no room for error. One misstep, and the price is paid in blood. This battle is not just about hunger. It is not just about staying alive. It is a trial by fire. Every scar, every breath, every drop of blood is part of the test. Here, hesitation is death. When a calf is cornered, the herd does not abandon it. There are no commands, no plans, just instinct, an unbreakable loyalty. A lioness leaps onto the calf's back, but within seconds the mother is there. A single strike sends the predator flying. This is not about food or territory. This is blood. That mother is not stronger than the lioness, but she is more willing to pay the price, because the life she defends was born in the storm. This fight delivers a message. Motherhood is a weapon, not forged from steel, not sharpened by claw, but powerful enough to stop the hunt in its tracks. In the thunder of hooves and the clouds of dust, something else rises, the belief that no one will be left behind. Lions do not rely on muscle alone. They use time. They use deception. They use precision. In many hunts, lionesses drive the herd into dead zones, terrain where escape becomes a gamble. Then from behind a bush, a male lion lunges. A strike aimed not to kill instantly, but to silence resistance. No attack is wasted. Every bite is placed with purpose. They do not rush. They cannot afford to. One wrong move and a horn finds flesh. One missed step and the entire herd turns. Lions know taking down a buffalo is not luck. It is math. It is chess. It is timing. Sometimes they pretend to give up. They turn, they lie down, they yawn, they wait until vigilance fades, and then like lightning, they strike. This is how the hunter wins, not with brute force, but with cold, calculated patience and the silence before the storm. Nature doesn't always play by the script. Sometimes the prey becomes the attacker, and when that happens, the hunter must face something unfamiliar: revenge. A lion naps under the sun, nestled in tall grass. Suddenly a bull charges. There's no warning, no hesitation, just a wall of muscle and fury. The impact lifts the lion off the ground. The pride scatters. No one expected the hunted to strike first, but this is not a fairy tale. It is the wild. And roles can reverse in the blink of lev. In the chase, 3 male lions target a buffalo with a broken leg. It looks easy, a quick kill, low risk, plenty of meat. But that wounded buffalo, crippled, limping, turns. He doesn't run, he charges. His horns arc like war axes, slicing through the air. A direct hit crushes into a lion's chest. He crumbles. The other 2 pause. They regroup, they attack again. The battle drags on for nearly 40 minutes, and it ends, not as planned. The lions retreat, bleeding, exhausted, pride bruised, hunger unfulfilled, and the buffalo, he collapses, spent, but not defeated, because in the wild, honor is worth more than breath. Not all wars happen under the sun. When the light fades, a new stage emerges where moonlight blurs the line between hunter and hunted. Under that pale glow, ambushes grow more dangerous. Lions use the shadows. They move like smoke, their breath blending into the wind. But the buffalo, though vision fades, hears what light cannot show. They listen to the rustle, to the rhythm, to every unnatural slice of air. Eyes fail, ears sharpen, instinct awakens. An old bull steps forward. His back is hunched, his horns are dulled, his sight is dim, but his will unshaken. He's fought before, and tonight he fights again. There are no lights, no spectators, just an aging beast standing before the dark, as if this might be his final defiance. A young male lion wanders into the wrong crowd. He's bold, his mane is thin, his confidence too thick. He thinks the herd will fear him, that they'll scatter, that the path will part. But there's no alarm, no cries, no warning, only eyes, and then movement. The herd doesn't flee, it surges. One buffalo slams his chest, another hits his ribs, a third stomps on his back. The lion is crushed beneath a tide of muscle. No roars, no retaliation, just the desperate crawl of pride falling apart. He escapes barely, a shadow limping through muscle and rage. That is the price of arrogance, to walk where you do not belong. A reminder, a crown means nothing if you don't understand the kingdom. Buffaloes teach by doing. There are no lectures, no blackboards, only survival. Calves are taken to lion territory. They watch, they remember, they learn. Strength comes after fear, and courage is a matter of choice. A calf not even 1 year old sees his mother pinned by lions. He doesn't freeze, he charges. His strike is weak, but it surprises the lion, long enough for his mother to rise. Three seasoned male lions, one dominant bull. Blades meet shields. The earth is torn apart beneath them. 1 hour of violence, 1 hour of dust, sweat, and blood. The result, neither side backs down. Sometimes both sides lose. Heat, thirst, empty bellies. Lions too tired to hunt, buffaloes too weak to run. But no one quits. Because here, complaints don't feed you. The clash leaves both scarred. The buffalo limps away on shattered legs. The lion bleeds into the grass. There is no victory, only the pause before the next round. Footage of buffaloes turning to face lions goes viral, not because they are stronger, but because they don't abandon their own. In our world, we call that loyalty, solidarity, unbreakable bonds. A dying buffalo surrounded by lions. But even in the end, he raises his head. He looks them in the eyes. There are no cries, no begging, only pride. Until the last heartbeat. A buffalo falls, the lions swarm, but then the herd returns. They shatter the pride's formation. They drive them off. They cannot bring back the dead, but they will not let him die alone. This war is not just about blood and meat. It is not simply a hunt. It is not just hunger clashing with survival. It is a lesson etched in dust, bone, and instinct. A lesson about knowing your limits and stretching beyond them when there's no other choice. It's about endurance, not just of muscle, but of spirit. It's about how life in its rawest form finds ways to protect itself. How herds become shields, how silence becomes strategy, how stillness becomes strength. While humans squabble over politics, profit, and power, the savannah teaches in whispers. Soft but sharp, subtle but eternal. It says never underestimate the power of unity. A single buffalo may fall, but a herd can turn the tide. A lone lion may charge, but even kings fear a wall of horns. And above all, never assume the quiet ones are weak, for they have nothing to prove until the moment comes and they rise with a force you never saw coming. This is not just nature. This is truth, savage, sacred, and undeniable. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the wild. If this story moved you, inspired you, or taught you something new, please consider subscribing to our channel, liking this video, and following us for more powerful moments from nature's fiercest battlegrounds. Your support helps us keep telling these untamed stories. We'll see you in the next episode.